All right, we're going to take a look at the structure of a basic Golang app. So we're here in our hello directory. We got our main.go file. You could have many files inside of that directory or many sources. And this one we just have one to keep it simple. And looking at our file, we know that Golang reads from top to bottom, left to right. So looking at the top here, we have package main. This is our package declaration. You can only have one package main. So if we had many files, it would say, hey, go ahead and start. It would tell the compiler to start here first. So anywhere you have a package main, you'll have a func main, which is where our code will first start executing. So whenever you have package main, that's going to be your file that can execute. And everything else is going to be a library. So looking at the import statement, import's going to tell the compiler which packages to bring in. And it's going to look in two different locations. It's going to look in the Go root, which is where it's going to find its core Go packages, and it's also going to look in the Go path, which is the location of our Go workspace, which will hold anything that we download from the internet or any packages we create ourselves. So looking at func main, one thing to remember about func main is that it never takes any parameters and never returns any values. It just runs. So we have our Golang keyword func, which is followed by the name of the function, which is main in this situation. And if we had parameters, they would be inside these parentheses. So obviously it's func main, so we don't. And if you did have any return values, they would be placed directly after those parentheses. And inside the curly braces is going to be where our code's going to execute. So that would be the function block. We only have one line of code here. And I'm going to go ahead and try and read this as if I was reading English to kind of help explain it. So basically it's telling us, look inside the func package and go ahead and find a function name, print line. And since you have these parentheses directly after the function, that means this function is going to execute. And since you have a string value of hello world inside of these parentheses, go ahead and take that value and execute the function. So if we run this, we should get hello world. There it is. And of course you could change this parameter however you would like. And it will print accordingly. One thing to notice here about the func package name is that it's really short and concise. Now they could have just said format, which for someone new looking at it, it might be a little easier at first to understand, but there would be a trade-off in readability. If you had to write out, a much longer word like format every time you wanted to use a function inside of that particular package, your code lines would get much longer and it would actually start to hurt the readability of the code. And that should about do it. And I'll see you in the next one.